Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, Gardening Cold Spring Harbor. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. In today's video, I'm going to teach you everything that you guys need to know when it comes to fall strawberry care, guys. I'm going to give you step-by-step, easy yet proven gardening instructions on what needs to be done in the fall to get our strawberries ready for the cold winter season, as well as prepare them for the next spring season as well, so we can get as much harvest as we possibly can, guys. So for those of you looking for the online gardening channel that offers tips, tricks, easy yet proven gardening advice to take your home garden to that next level, don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around with me today. Start with going below this video and clicking the subscribe button. And if you're enjoying the content of my gardening videos, if you find my videos to be useful, informative, helpful in any way in your own home garden, click the bell icon as well. YouTube will notify you every single time I'll upload a new garden video. Now come with me. Let me teach you everything you need to know when it comes to fall strawberry care, guys. In today's video, I'm going to give you very easy yet proven strawberry winter care tips for both warm as well as cold growing climates, guys. As you could see over here, my strawberries are grown in a raised garden bed, which is 4x4. I have 3 strawberry varieties growing in this raised garden bed, which I have planted actually earlier this year in the early spring. And I do have that video still available on my gardening channel, Gardening Cold Spring Harbor, for those of you who are interested to see exactly how I plant and grow my strawberries from bare roots. So I have 3 strawberry varieties over here. I have my Sequoia on my very far left over here. In the middle, I have my Quinault strawberry variety. And closest to me are my Ozark Beauty strawberries. So I have 3 different rows with 3 different strawberry varieties. What you do with your strawberry plants in the fall will have a major impact, not only on your plant's health, but also overall production for next year, guys, which is exactly why fall care of your strawberry plants is absolutely vital. Regardless of where you're growing your strawberries, whether it's directly in the ground, whether it's in a raised garden bed or a pot or a container of some sort, once the fall air starts to kick in, it is time to prepare our strawberries for the long, cold winter season, guys. And if you take proper care of your strawberry plants, you can expect a sizable harvest for years and years to come, guys. Strawberries are perennials, guys. They are relatively easy plant to plant and grow, guys. However, one area where many gardeners struggle when it comes to strawberries is how to properly prepare our strawberry plants for the later fall as well as cold winter season, guys. So that is one area where many gardeners actually struggle. But you know what, guys? Strawberries are not fussy perennials whatsoever, guys. And in fact, they're relatively cold hardy. However, for those of you living in colder climate zones, there are a few easy yet important steps that must be taken to ensure that our strawberries not only survive the cold winter season, but will come back and thrive and produce for us come the next spring season, guys. So again, guys, here is my 4x4 raised garden bed filled with 3 strawberry varieties. The Sequoia variety, the Quinault, as well as Ozark Beauty. Each one As you could see by the size of their foliage, there's still some little blooms over here. They did great, guys. Again, I planted them from bare roots early spring of this year. So they grew for me the entire spring season and entire summer season as well, guys. So how do we prepare our strawberries for the winter season? What steps must be taken? So regardless whether you're growing your strawberries in a container, in the ground, or in raised garden bed, the first thing we must do is take a very close look at the strawberry plant's foliage or leaves, if you want to call it that. Many of the leaves are still green. Some leaves you could see over here are starting to turn color and become more brittle. Some leaves like these are completely dead. So what should we do? We must use pruning shears or scissors of some sort and remove absolutely all leaves that are dead, dying, potentially diseased looking. So if you see any spots, black spots, white spots, fungal spots, we cut off those leaves. So we must leave only those leaves that are nice and green and healthy looking. One more tip, guys. Never ever prune your strawberry plants all the way to the soil level in the fall. No, no, no. We only remove dead or diseased foliage. We never completely prune off our strawberry bushels. Why? Because there's already growth happening within them for the next years, guys. The growth is happening below the surface where we cannot see it. So by completely pruning off our strawberry bushels, we are eliminating next year's fruit, guys, the berries. And also by removing the foliage, we are risking our strawberry plants completely freezing and dying off during the winter months. The foliage does give it protection, guys. Does protect the plant, the root system of the plant during the cold winter months, guys. So never ever completely remove all of your strawberry plant's foliage. Just prune off the discolored leaves all the way, guys, down to the ground over here. So any leaves that have changed coloring, we will remove, like so. Basically, we're cleaning up our strawberry plants. Look how much better it's already starting to look, guys. Don't worry that you're cutting off the browns or yellow leaves. You're actually helping your plants. Like so, we look through all of our bushels and we remove anything that looks discolored. So that is step number 1, guys. Now that we have removed most, if not all, of the discolored foliage from our strawberry plants, we must always look at the soil to make sure that there are absolutely no weeds growing in our raised bed or container or even in the ground. If you see absolutely any weeds, we must get rid of them. So that is step number 2. What is the next step to prepare our strawberry plants for the winter season? The next step is to trim off any runners that the mother plant started to set, guys. So all of these long strands are called runners, and you could see that the runners eventually will set off their own roots. So if you place this end of the runner into the soil, it will actually start to grow and form its own plant, guys. However, if your bed is already beautifully filled with strawberry plants and you do not need additional bushels, it's better off to prune off these runners, as they are taking energy away from the original mother plant. Plus, you don't want to see all these strands with leaves just laying on the ground. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to use my pruning shears, and I will cut off all of these unnecessary runners that I quite frankly don't need, guys. You could see over here, I cut off the runners, but look, at this point, they started to set root even in my gravel. You could see over here. Do you see how this runner formed its root system and actually attached itself beneath the gravel surface? And I don't need strawberries growing in my gravel. I need them growing inside my 4x4 raised bed. So don't be shy, guys. Give it a nice little tug, and you could see the root system. Pull it out, and I will again be trimming these off, all of these runners, like so, because I don't need them. So by looking at all three of my strawberry varieties, I could tell, let me show you guys, that Ozark Beauty variety is the one that set off the most amount of runners for me this year. I already pruned off some of the runners, but I wanted to show you another example. Take a look, guys. So this is the mother plant. You could see the runner over here, and take a look, guys. It set root again in my gravel below the raised garden bed. So again, guys, if you see this, what you should do is give it a nice little tug and take a look at this root system. So essentially, this could have become its own strawberry plant. You see this? But if you're not looking to get more strawberry plants, especially in places when they're not meant to grow, you should give them a nice little tug and discard of them. Or be my guest and transplant this in maybe in a different raised bed, or maybe somewhere else in your garden, maybe a different container. As the temperatures start to cool down in the fall season, we start to see discoloration or change in pigmentation in our strawberry plants' leaves, guys. This discoloration does not mean that our plants are sick or dying, for that matter. This simply means that they're getting ready to go into their dormancy phase. They're going to go for a long period of sleeping to gain more energy and to regenerate themselves come next spring season. Now that you have gotten rid of any of the discolored or diseased foliage, we have removed any and all of the weeds, we have pruned off some of the runners to send that energy back to the mother plant. What is the next step? The next step is to see whether you still have any blooms left on your plant. So here is my quinault strawberry variety. It did amazing, guys. Take a look at nice large green foliage, and you could still see some blooms. However, guys, these blooms will not have enough time to set fruit for me. Why? Because our temperatures have been drastically cooling down. We go down to upper 40s at night and upper 50s to lower 60s during the day. And strawberries optimally need between 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit in order to not only bloom, but to set the fruit and the berries for us. So our anticipated frost date, first frost date, is actually a week and a half away here in zone 7-8. It's October 20th. So these flowers, as beautiful as they look, they will not have enough time to set and turn into a berry. So in this case, if you know your anticipated first frost date is just a few weeks away, what I like to do is I like to either pinch off or prune off any remaining blooms as well, guys. Why? Because the plant, the mother plant, is spending too much energy on upkeeping and keeping these blooms on it all together, thinking that these blooms will turn into fruit, guys. But unfortunately, it's too late for this. And right now, I want to send as much energy back into my strawberries root system to get it ready for next growing season. So any blooms left over, we either pinch off or prune off as well. Now, for those of you, my fellow gardeners who live in cooler climates, cooler gardening zones, where our winter temperatures really go down, and some of us experience temperatures below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So for those of us living in cooler climates, must also think about how else we can protect our strawberry plants, the plant's root system. And one way to do that is, if you're growing your strawberries in a pot or a container, is to bring that pot or a container somewhere inside, whether it's to an unheated garage, maybe to a cellar, maybe to a shed. But we must bring our containers in, guys. If for some reason you don't have a shed or a cellar, or maybe your garage is heated in some way, you can potentially keep your containers outside, but you must cover them with either a quilt or burlap, or even a frost protection cloth, guys. Because if we do not cover our pots, or bring them inside for that matter, we are risking killing our strawberry plants by the cold temperatures and the frost. So for those of you who live in northern or colder climates, yet you grow your strawberries either in a raised garden bed or directly in the soil of your home garden, you might be wondering, what can you do to help protect your strawberry plants during the cold winter months, guys? Well, actually, you have three options, three ways you can help protect your plant's delicate root system during the cold month. So one way you can do that is by adding 3 to 4 inches of natural straw below your plant's foliage, so right directly on the soil. If, say, you don't have straw or don't want to use straw, what else you can use? You can use crushed dry leaves, guys. Yes, just regular leaves that fall from our trees in the fall on every single day basis. You can let them dry out, you can crumble them, and add also a good 3 to 4 inch layer right below your plant's foliage. The best type of leaves to use are actually oak leaves. Why? Because they will add that bit of acidity to your plant's soil. And strawberries are acid-loving plants, guys. So if you do have oak leaves, those will be the best leaves to use. If not, use any dried, crushed leaves. Say you don't want to use either natural straw or crushed dry leaves. What else you can use to help protect your plant's vulnerable root system? What else you can use are actually pine needles, guys, because they also add that bit of acidity to the soil. And again, strawberries are acid soil loving plants, guys. However, be very careful with adding too much pine needle, because when it gets wet, it acts almost like a soggy carpet, and we don't want to do that. So I prefer to mix some pine needles with either a bit of natural straw or dried leaves. So 50-50 when it comes to using dry pine needles. So now, for those of you guys who live in warmer southern climates, you guys can take it easy. There's no need for you to bring in your strawberry plants inside indoors, nor is there any need for you to add 3 to 4 inches of straw, leaves, or pine needles. Your strawberry plants will be absolutely fine at being exactly where they are, because again, guys, you live in those southern warmer climates. Now, for those of us living in colder northern climates, the next question that may arise is, when is the best time to add those 3 to 4 inches of either leaves, straw, or pine needles? The best time to do that is late fall, guys. And why late fall is the best time? Because you could see right now, if you look below the larger foliage, closer to the root system, to the soil level, you still see fresh baby green foliage rising and growing. So right now, it is not yet time for me to add that layer of protection to the soil level. Once you no longer see these baby leaves arising and growing, then you know that it's time to add that level of warmth and protection. But until you're still seeing this new foliage, it is not yet time to do that. So that is one step that you can skip just for now and wait another few weeks. And then check your plant once again. You no longer see this new growth arising. Then add that extra level of warmth and protection. For those of you guys who bring in your pots or containers with strawberries somewhere inside for the winter month, there's one more piece of gardening advice that I want to share with you. Always remember to continue watering your pots or containers. Even though they're inside and even though it's winter and the plant is going through dormancy phase, you never want to let your soil completely dry out. I know that for those of us who keep our strawberries outside, we're not necessarily watering them during the winter months. However, Mother Nature is doing that watering for us through either rainfall or snow or hail or sleet. So always remember to check on your soil inside that pot or container, and if it feels dry to you, water your plant once again. The next step that I always take when it comes to winter prep and my strawberry plants is I always treat the foliage of my strawberry plants as well as the soil with neem oil. Neem oil is organic approved product, and it combats and tackles quite a few insects and pests. And remember, guys, just because you don't see any damage to the foliage or you don't see anything living or crawling on the leaves, there are many insects and pests that do live below the soil surface. So I want to always make sure that I eliminate any and all insects before winter season comes. For those of you guys who did have to battle some sort of a fungal disease or maybe insects or pests during the spring or summer seasons on your strawberry plants, then this step would be even more crucial for you guys, because then you know that your strawberry plants are prone to disease and or insects. The next very important step to take when it comes to preparing our strawberries for winter season is to fertilize our strawberry plants. This is the last time we're going to fertilize our strawberries before next spring growing season. When it comes to fertilizing my berries, whether they are my strawberries, my blueberries, or the raspberries that I'm growing, I always prefer to use the Spom Organic Berry Tone Slow Release Fertilizer. Not only is Berry Tone organic, it also has the perfect amount of nutrition for our berries. And there are very clear instructions on this package how to use this product. For those of you guys who are not familiar with this product, I will link it in the comment section below. But it's very easy to fertilize our strawberry plants. All you do is you take your organic fertilizer and you thoroughly sprinkle it on the soil below our strawberry plants. This is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. In today's video, we spoke about how we can prepare our strawberry plants for winter season. We spoke all about fall strawberry care. In today's video, I shared with you winter strawberry tips for both warm and cold climates. I shared with you easy yet proven step-by-step instructions. What should and in fact must be done now in the fall to help not only protect our strawberry plants during the cold winter month, as well as to ensure that our strawberry plants will not only survive, but will come back and thrive for us come next spring season, guys. For those of you who enjoyed the content of this video, if you found this video to be useful, informative, helpful in any way, show me that support, guys, by clicking thumbs up below. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Let me know, do you grow strawberries in your home garden? If so, what varieties do you grow? What steps do you take in the fall to help prepare your strawberries for cold winter months? I love reading your comments, guys. I personally respond to each and every single one of you. For those of you who haven't yet subscribed to my gardening channel, Gardening Cold Spring Harbor, what are you waiting for, guys? It's super easy for you to do, yet so pleasing and rewarding to me, knowing that you guys enjoy watching my videos, that you find the content of my videos to be useful, informative, helpful. It's super easy to do. All you have to do is go below this video and click the subscribe button below. And if you never want to miss any more of my upcoming gardening videos, don't forget to click the bell icon as well. YouTube will send you notifications every time I'll upload a new gardening video. Be healthy, guys. Happy. Be well, each and every single one of you. And happy gardening, guys. And I'll see you again in my new upcoming gardening videos. Bye, guys.